everybody, Natix here. So today I want to start up a series to show you guys how to get started in modding Starbound and going all the way through to pretty advanced stuff. The plan is to today just to kind of show how to get a workspace set up for Starbound so that you have everything at your disposal uh, to get started. Uh, Not going to be making any type of actual mod in this video particular, just getting everything set up and ready. The next video we will probably make our first item with a recipe and crafting and everything. Um, the plan for this series, I'm planning to have a video out at least one every week, but that is just at the bare minimum. I will probably have a video out multiple times a week, if not multiple times a day, just because some things are going to be very short and other things will be longer. So to get started, um, you need to locate your Starbound install directory, your local files. Um, Obviously, I know some people are going to know exactly where that is, but the easiest way to find it if you don't know where that is just open up Steam here. If you're using Steam, if you're using um, off of GOG or something else, um, then you're gonna have to locate it yourself. You should know where it's installed. Um, but if you're using Starbound, you can come in here and you just right click on here and go to Properties. And on this tab where it says Local Files, hit Browse Local Files, and that will open your local directory. And we can just close that. Okay, so if you take out this one, that one, that one, uh, I'm not sure what else, but some of these I put in here. Yours will look similar. Um, the first thing we want to do is we're going to want to create a folder somewhere else for us to have all of our mods installed. So to get started, I will open up another file explorer, and I'm just going to put this over here, and we'll call this just Starbound modding tutorial. And then in here, we want to make a new shortcut, and then come over here in your address bar and just copy that address and paste it in here, and just hit next, finish, and then do the exact same thing over here. New, where the heck did it just go? Oh, I saw it. New shortcut, except for this time we'll copy the address for this one and paste it in there. The reason I do this is so that like if I need to get over here to grab something, or if I need to get access to this, then I can just quickly shortcut over there, and it makes it a little bit easier to work with. And then to go back, obviously have that shortcut. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we need to extract our assets out of this file. There's several different ways that you can go about doing this. The easiest is to go over to the Starbound website, and you can find tools over there to do it for you, or you can make a batch file that will do it for you, or you can just open command and write out the command line yourself if you know how to do it. Um, Today, the plan is to just use a tool. Okay, so the plan is to just use a tool. We are going to use this one here in particular, which is over on the Starbound official forums. This is the Modpack Helper. It is updated to the current version of Starbound, and the reason we're going to use this is because it will also be useful in the future when you want to pack your mod and release it. So I will have a link to this in the video description. Just scroll through here and find the download. That's not what we want. Is it up here? Click on the links. Piracy, I don't care. Oh, it's right here. So I'm using Windows. I want to download it for that. Just say we're in version 10.10, whatever. Okay, so we're going to download this. No thanks, continue with my download. And we will just, oops, we'll just drag this into here. If you need help when you're using this, just come back to the main page and it has the instructions. So like, for instance, it says to extract this to the mods folder and give executable rights for sh. Not really sure what that means. So we will, I believe that's for Linux. We'll throw that in here and we'll open this up and it tells you what you're asking to do. We are wanting to just unpack assets. So we will hit 0, enter, and it'll say, please wait. It could take a while. And when it says it can take a while, it really does mean it can take a while. I'm on a fairly beefy computer, lots of RAM, lots of processing power, and using solid state drives. And this takes me close to 15 minutes to do. So while we are waiting for that, I am going to come back to the internet here. I will actually drag this off to the side so I can see when it's done. Excuse me. And I want to talk to you guys about different text processing programs to use for modding, because you're going to need one. And Notepad's not exactly the best thing in the world. Um, a lot of people do and used to, or I should start. They used to, and a lot of people still do, swear by Notepad++. It's a good program. It's it. Well, I'll just open it up here so you can see it. Close that. It's fairly easy program to work with. It lets you choose the language that you're using. Um, so for Starbound, you'll mainly be using JSON along with a little bit of Lua. And you can, for instance, have multiple tabs of documents to work on. And you can also move to other view and have split like this, and you can drag it over and whatever. And that is very useful stuff to have. But there is a more powerful tool out now that, like I used to swear by Notepad, but now I would have to say that it is obsolete. What I use now is atom.io, and this is an extremely powerful tool. The download for Windows is right here, or you can go to other platforms and they, I believe, have it for Mac, and I believe they have a Linux. I'm not entirely certain, but I would assume so. Um, it is a completely open source platform, meaning you can actually go onto the GitHub page where we just were, and you can download the source and completely code it up the way you want it to. And even in the program, which I have it right here, you can uh, open up the config page and you can write your own config. You can install your own themes and all sorts of stuff. It's a very powerful tool. Okay, can I close this? Remove project folder. Okay. So with how Notepad allows you to have the multiple tabs, so does Atom. And then just like with Atom, you can actually split the tabs. So, and I can drag this over here to have another one here. And then if I want to, I can actually split down and have another one here. And I can split this one down and have another one there. And if I truly wanted to, I believe I can do this. Yeah. So this is like indefinite. However much you want to split it, go for it. And of course, you can resize these to the size you want them as well. Um, the most I've typically done is just having basically that. So I can have two documents open to compare and see what's going on. But there are going to be plenty of instances where you'll want more than two open. Okay, so we can close out of all of these. Don't need them. And we'll just leave that blank for now. And it looks like our assets have got done unpacking. If you look here, it says that it is unpacked to Starbound assets unpacked. So if we come into Starbound assets, we have this folder here called unpacked. So that's going to be the latest and greatest. We are going to just go ahead and leave that there. We can close out of that guy for now. And that's really about it. That's all you need to get your workspace set up. Have the area where you're going to have your mods. I'll show you guys my actual workspace that I use. So I have custom assets here. This is just like a library of images that I've collected that are open source or that I've made myself. Um, look through. These are some old mods that I started working on, and they're obsolete now or no longer work, and I just need to go through them, decide which ones I want to keep. Mods. This is my current projects that I'm working on, or that mods that I'm working through. These are some ideas that I've tossed around. I could probably consolidate that in with look through. Template is like just a blank recipe file or a blank item file or whatever. And then I just have my assets actually moved into here. But for the series, we're going to keep them in the Starbound directory in the unpacked folder there. I'll just make things easier. All right. So if you want to have this set up like I do, then we can just come over here and we'll make a new folder and we'll call this, or we'll make a folder called mods. And then we'll make another folder for templates. And we can make another folder and call this one custom assets. And we will make plenty of assets for the series. You'll need to have some program for making pixel art. My personal preference is Pixel Edit. It's a $10 program. It's also very powerful. They do have a free version that you can get. It just won't have all the features, but you don't need all the features for what we'll be doing. Um, I will get you guys the website for that as soon as I figure out where that went. And I will have a website for all the stuff I'm showing you guys. So you just come over to pixeledit.com. It shows you all the cool stuff it can do. And you can just go to get. And you can either buy it for $9 or you can download the free version. There's a portable version which requires no install. You can throw it up on a flash drive and take it to a different computer and use it, or you can use the installer. This requires you have Adobe Air installed. So if you don't have that and you don't want it, then just get the portable version. Otherwise, you guys can use like ASE Sprite or other tools. You can even use Paint if you really want to. I just wouldn't recommend using Paint because it doesn't let you do transparency very well. But that is it, you guys. I will throw these links up in the description for you so you can get the tools you need. And we will get into the next video directly after. Thanks, guys. Bye.